man finds a stone worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and on closer inspection it is an ancient pressure stone. The presence of the stone means that there is a lot of treasure at the bottom of the sea. So the men are excited to go down to the sea to find the treasure. Suddenly Paul notices something glowing not far away and swims over to check it out. It turns out to be a crashed plane. With torches, the men cautiously entered the interior. They were overwhelmed to find thousands of tons of drugs inside. At this point their companion suggested that they could sell the drugs and make a fortune. But Paul objected because he insisted on not doing anything illegal. But he couldn't call the police, because if the police knew about it, they would seal off the waters. Then they couldn't continue their treasure hunt. So after some deliberation they decided to find the treasure first and then call the police. But while they were searching for the treasure again, Blondie got into the plane alone when the others weren't looking. She got into the plane alone and tried to sneak a few bags of drugs to sell for money. But she gets tangled in the rope inside and can't move. Paul comes ashore and finds the blonde gone. Immediately he realized something was wrong and dived into the water. He found her just in time and rescued her. They then used the recovered treasure to compare it with the ancient records. They deduced that this was a sunken merchant ship from ancient times filled with hundreds of millions of dollars worth of treasure. They had to retrieve them as soon as possible. Otherwise it would be a disaster if someone else found them. But at the moment they didn't have enough money to buy the equipment for the salvage. At this point, his companion once again suggested selling some drugs to ease the money problem. But Paul refused. He and the blonde dive into the sea in the dark and take a few bags of drugs. Then they found a local gangster to sell them. But instead of getting the money, the gangsters detained